It's time for the Monday morning buzz. We are here having a I'm having a great morning already. I'm here, your host, Olive, with my co-host. Going ahead. My
Victor Muñiz
co-host.
Rosa
How you
in the
doing?
house from the very beautiful island of Puerto Rico. Woo!
Period.
And the
Okay.
Zoom. Thank you, technology, for this moment.
Right,
Yes.
right. Okay. Keeping us connected, keeping us live. And here on the Monday Morning Buzz, we've got a pretty heartbreaking episode for you this
The
morning.
way the way Olive and I just made eye contact, like she already knows. I was writing this. Oh,
Ooh.
I'm Lara, by the way. What's up? Anyway, I was writing this and I was just wow.
Yeah, it's
I
it's a Monday. It's a Monday morning buzz.
it really
It
is.
really
It
is.
really is.
But we gotta bring you what's going on.
We have to inform the people because being informed is really important.
So I guess before we get into it, let's talk about what we are, what all of the students listening want to really talk about. We had commencement this past week, a totally amazing time.
Mhm.
Okay. I just don't even know what more to say. It's truly actually over. I mean, I walked, it's done.
That's true.
It's done. And we had a couple of reschedulings because of the weather, but
Mhm.
all in all, everyone had an amazing commencement week. I mean, I hope. And yeah, this is like the first real week of adult life after undergrad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
congratulations to
Olive, congratulations
everyone.
on that. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Too
Thank
bad I couldn't
you.
be there, but like I saw the pictures, I saw
Yeah.
everybody, especially here at 90.3 WMSC. They were, they graduated, Kyle, Kaya, Olive,
All
Tara, and so much more. Like, oh my God, so many people graduated from this amazing station.
all
So
of our favorite
congratulations to you guys.
all of our favorite people really graduated here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Not only that, School of Business will be graduating today at 7 p.m. because of rain. So
That's right.
congratulations to them. I
That's
think that's
right.
the last one.
To that point, yes, last Monday the rain was so bad. And
It was.
actually, for those that attended convocation as well, if y'all recall, we were out there in ponchos, so we kind of kept that theme
Yeah,
going this week, but
I remember
we
that.
had a lot of fun. Let's have a clap for everyone that's going to walk today and have. Wow, beautiful.
I was having a
Love
whole
that.
moment. I'm like, wow, that's today.
We're gonna have lots of moments before this hour is up.
Yo, yeah.
So let's get into this newscast.
Let's
I'm ready.
news update. So, in international news, on Sunday, Russia took aim at Western military supplies for Ukraine, launching airstrikes on Kyiv that claimed destroyed tanks donated from abroad, as Vladimir Putin warned that any Western deliveries of longer range rocket systems would prompt Moscow to hit objects that we haven't struck yet. Putin's cryptic threat of military escalation did not specify what the new targets might be. It came days after the United States announced plans to deliver 700 million of security assistance to Ukraine. This includes 4 precision guilled medium-range rocket systems, as well as helicopters, javelins, a bunch of other military, I don't know what the word is,
Escalation.
supplies.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Ukraine said the missiles aimed at the capital hit the train repair shop. Elsewhere, Russian airstrikes at eastern city of Droskiva destroyed buildings and left at least one person dead. Residents described waking to the sound of missile strikes with rubble and glass falling around them. In New Jersey news, Passaic County prosecutor Camila M. Valise and Patterson Police Chief Urban Bakura announced that a 42-year-old Patterson woman was shot multiple times in early hours of Sunday.
Mm.
It is said to have taken place in area of Summer Street and Montgomery Street. According to the law enforcement officials, an investigation to the incident. It was launched after the victim arrived to St. Joseph's Medical Center at approximately 4:13 a.m. from treatment for multiple non-fatal gunshot wounds. Still in Jersey news, police in Patterson located the body of an undefined person under a ramp of an interstate on Saturday evening.
Mm-mm.
Officers were dispatched to reports of an unconscious person under the I-80 ramp to southbound Route 19 just before 8:15 p.m. Police requested a crime scene when they located the body, but no foul play was immediately reported. Authorities have not released identity of the person at this time, and it still remains under investigation. Finally, in Montclair news, this story really does break my heart when I was writing this. A bunch, of course, the other three do as well, but A bag of dead animals was found at Eagle Rock Reservation in early May, and Montclair's animal control officer suggested in a recent Facebook comments that they might have been killed during a ritual.
Lord.
I know. An
Mm.
Essex County Sheriff's Office spokesman confirmed that officers responded to the reservation on May 8th at 1:30 p.m. on a report of dead animals and found one bag of chickens. The spokesperson said the report did not list the manner of the death. Montclair Animal Control Officer Michelle Schreiber commented on a post in the secret Montclair Facebook group about the discovery, and she said she'd been sent a video that appeared to also show a goat among the remains. With that being said, let's move on to some weather. Currently,
What's the weather? What's the weather?
oh, I know.
Right. Please.
Currently here at the beautiful Montclair State, it is 61 degrees and sunny. Expect a high of 82 and a low of 54 with partially cloudy skies starting at 4 p.m. And that has been your news update.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was a little heavy.
And this is not the first, nor is it the 10th time that I've heard about some freaky things in the hills.
I don't know how a person could do such a thing
for any reason. So suggestion for people that have time to kill an entire bag of chickens. There's a lot of jobs right now.
They're hiring.
Go get hired, okay? Go get a job.
PSA.
Okay, please go get a job. There are about 10,000 other things you could be doing than leaving this mess for us to clean up. All right, so we're gonna move on to sports because actually we have a great day in sports.
We have
sports update, baby. Okay,
sports.
We don't play games, but we talk about them.
Let's start off with that from now on.
Hello.
So, sports.
Bing bang.
Yes. So, ladies, gentlemen, people that identify as other, it is a great day to be a New Yorker.
Period.
Last night, the Yankees played the Detroit Tigers and won 5-4.
Yes.
This leaves the Yankees standing with 39 wins and 15 losses for the season. Not only that, the Mets took on the LA Dodgers and won 5-4 as well.
That's per.
Right? This leaves the Mets standing with 37 wins and 19 losses for the season. The Yankees are taking on the Minnesota Twins tomorrow at 7:40 p.m. And the Mets are playing the LA Dodgers tonight at 9:40 p.m. as well. And honestly, that's all it is for sports because it's just baseball.
Well, that's it.
Just baseball.
Well, I gotta add, the Warriors tied the series yesterday in the NBA Finals.
I'm such a bad sportscaster. I forgot I forgot basketball is a thing.
Yeah, we're all learning. We're all learning.
The Warriors tied the series versus the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors. Boom.
I love
Victor covers NBA and I cover
right. We got the baseball and the basketball specialists here.
Because I'll be honest, I'm looking at the standings for basketball and I'm a little confused. I'm a little confuzzled.
That's
well, it's
real.
only two teams.
That's
There's
real.
only two teams.
Is that why?
Oh,
well, it's the final. It's the NBA Finals.
I'm having a moment here on this Monday.
No, listen, we all having moments. It's Monday, baby. Please, Monday is moments, okay? A bunch of them. And next week, I'll keep y'all updated with any type of racquetball. Okay, so we'll have some
racquetball. That's important.
We'll variate the sports cast as we, I guess it's thinned out because of finals. So we'll we'll get into it.
Oh, there's hockey still going on.
Oh my God.
I'm really having a moment.
I feel like all sports are just year round now though. So that's also part of it.
So NFL should go year round now.
I don't even know what's going on.
No words. But the Rangers lost. So that's sad face, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Go sports.
Right. Go
sports.
Where's Alex when you need him?
No, for those who don't know, Alex was our sportscaster.
Alex Braun.
Alex Braun was our sportscaster on the Thursday Buzz where we all did buzz things that day. Yeah, he's at camp right now. He's a counselor.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope he has 5 minutes this summer so we can get a voice clip of him doing sports. I'll even throw some delay on it. We'll do a little sparkle sound. We need sports.
Little fairy dust sound.
Yeah, just a little, maybe a bat crack. And
Maybe.
and
I kinda like
that's
that.
it, you know.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
So let's dip the mood again. Um gonna get into this our first story. Okay. And for those that have been having a hard time with the things in the news, just a trigger warning that we're gonna speak about some of the shootings in the schools right now. The fact that we even the fact that I'm even giving you this update, you know, but I do want to give people a chance to turn the radio off if they cannot handle it on a Monday, which I totally understand. Um, so our first story, 6 dead in Philadelphia and Tennessee in the latest US mass shootings. Tragic, all right? Mass shootings in Pennsylvania and Tennessee killed at least 6 people and wounded more than 25 in the latest cases of US gun violence after recent massacres in Texas, New York, and Oklahoma. Multiple shooters opened fire in Philadelphia's busy South Street, an area filled with bars and restaurants, shortly after midnight on Saturday. Officials say 2 men and a woman were killed, with 2 of the dead and most, if not all, of the wounded being innocent bystanders. Surveillance video shows people on a crowded street running in panic in the closing moments of the 22-second clip, presumably after gunshots were fired. The clip had no audio. Reuters were able to verify the video using geolocation. Likewise, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, shooting broke out as people were otherwise enjoying a Saturday night on the town. Though the violence erupted after midnight, no suspects were in custody in either shooting. In yet another shooting in the early hours of Sunday, 3 people were killed in Saginaw, Michigan. MLive reported, citing Saginaw police. In the Chattanooga shooting, 3 people were dead and 14 suffered gunshot wounds. 2 people also died from gunshot wounds, and 1 person died from injuries after being struck by a vehicle while fleeing the scene. There have been at least 240 mass shootings in the United States so far this year alone.
So when are things gonna start changing? Because it's not looking good, and it hasn't been looking good.
Yeah, it's horrible that these type of stuff keep happening in the United States. You know, and it's the only place where it happens. You know, mass shootings, not only like in public places, but in schools. You know, little kids. Like, what's happening? And this, there has to be a change, and you know, Congress has to do something. You know, the president has to do something. You know, like we gotta work. You know, so we can stop this. It's horrible.
I'm having a moment where I'm realizing that we're saying the same things and we're gonna keep saying the same things unless something's done, which there's not being
Here,
anything done.
listen, I'm trying to dissect the nerve of, let's just call it, the country. Because
Yes.
because a lot of middle America defends these rights. Okay,
I
let's
really
be
don't
real.
understand how people can do that, but they do.
They do. And my thing is, I promise y'all, I'm not just going off. I'm not upset, but I'm trying to understand what makes people want to train teachers and children how to handle weapons and take cover rather than deal with the problem at the root.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that these individuals, in most cases, mere days before the incident, are able to legally obtain a firearm, despite, I mean, there's like, you say is background checks, you say there are all these provisions in place for this, but what good does it really do?
It doesn't do anything.
You know
at
what I
this
mean?
point.
Anyone can keep it together for 20 minutes when they go into a store. You know, I mean, even I can cover my crazy. Come on. People do it all the time to get what they
Yeah.
want to get and do what they want to do.
Mhm.
It's not about, it's not even about the people that are responsibly, because I don't think there's a responsible way to use any firearm. Let's be real.
No way.
Unless you live in a remote area where there are like bears and you need to protect your family, I just don't see the point of that.
To be honest, if it's a bear thing, just baseball bat.
Well,
sorry.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
You know,
that.
bears get
That's
big
gonna be
here,
hard.
right?
It's gonna be hard.
Because we're thinking about like some Jersey bears that are eating trash. Those are, I mean, black bears, like they're whatever. But the brown bears and like the Kodiak bears, like out west, they get huge. So I'm talking like that, but it's like, how many of us are really living in Appalachia? You know what I'm saying? Only the ones that are living in Appalachia.
I really don't understand why people like people like us, like every day doing what we do, need to own a firearm, because these unfortunate shootings keep happening. 240. You know how big that number is? 240. And that's just the mass shootings. We don't hear about the little stuff.
We don't, because they are trying to, if they can help it, they will repress this information because it helps the case.
Mhm.
But at this point, the scales have, when the scales tipped a long time ago, babe. It's been decades since Columbine. Like, we did
Yeah.
not, you know what I'm saying? Like, right then, all right, you know what?
Yeah, this
You
is
know what?
horrible. And
For-
like, the problem is that, they say, oh, thoughts and prayers. Like, what is that doing to solve the problem?
I'm
Like,
thinking that you should pray for reform. Okay.
yeah,
And that's that.
pray that you're gonna do something about it. Senators and
They're not
representatives,
doing
like,
they're not doing anything.
mhm.
What kills me is, I'm not even gonna front. What starts to scare me is the closer it gets to the coast, because typically on the coast, life is too fast,
That's very true.
and we don't have, we can't have guns here. Like, we can. I know a few people that I guess they have registered firearms, but it's extremely tight in Jersey,
as it should
as it
be.
should be. And you got to go through most of the people I know, and it sounds like I know a bunch of people with firearms. I don't. I know 2 tops, 3 tops, but they have had their weapons for a long time. I think some of them were even like grandfathered in. I don't know much of the policy in Jersey, but I know that it is way stricter than in most places.
Mhm.
And it scares me when we get, when it starts getting into the major cities, because this feels like something that would just happen in, like, I don't know, like a more rural place, a more laid back environment where things aren't as tight.
I so get that.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No,
And
I
I don't
get
mean
it.
to, like, I'm not trying to paint. I'm just, this is, not an opinion of the station or the school. I'm just giving you some insight into what I'm saying is an indicator of the problem worsening.
You feel like,
Because I feel like as it gets closer to the coast, like, you get where I'm trying to go with this, right?
no, I get it. And I understand where you're coming from, but the one thing I really think is it could happen anywhere. And that's the
Yeah.
really scary
Yeah,
part.
that's the bottom line.
And to put it into perspective, there's some stats by Violence Archive, and by the end of 2019, there were 417 mass shootings. End of 2020, 611. By the end of 2021, there are 693. Are you kidding? That's
And already this year
you
we're at
kidding?
240.
Are you?
We're barely in the second quarter.
It's so sad.
Yeah, June is just starting. Like,
June is, or yeah, right. Like June, forgive me, third quarter. Exactly. Like, it's not even technically summer yet.
I want to know how many more innocent people are going to lose their lives until something is done. Because I'm tired of the people in power not doing anything, because there's no way that we can feel safe now. It could happen anywhere.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, growing up is hard enough. And then for you to have to deal with the added stress of, like, am I going to have to face a gunman today? Like, are you kidding me?
It's not right.
Nah,
It's
nah,
not
nah.
right.
Mm-mm,
There's
mm-mm.
something
Yeah,
that
it's
needs to
bad.
be done, because I'm tired of more innocent people losing their lives, and I'm tired of repeating the same things that are obviously not changing.
Like, how are we reporting the same story and it's just different ages, different faces? It's the same
Different ages,
thing.
different spaces,
Mhm.
different places, and where's
And you know
so
what?
sad.
They love that last one in Uvalde because the young man was Latino. They love that one. They love that narrative because, you know what I
Oh
mean? It
yeah,
pushes
that's
it,
horrible.
but honey, they love, and see, it's so much deeper than just the issue.
It is.
Now we're listen,
Because
Yeah,
I saw
bringing ethnicity
let's
to it, like, no, man,
listen,
that's
listen.
horrible.
I
It's
know.
no, because they love that. They love fitting that narrative that they love so much
I
in,
saw yeah.
villainizing Latino individuals in this country. But
And not only Latinos, like every minority, like they
Yep.
like to
right,
realize them.
Absolutely.
right.
I saw a tweet a while ago, or a few days ago. I really lose track of time. And if it's, a person of color, it's a terrorist problem, it's a domestic terrorist problem, whatever. But if it's a white person, it's a mental health problem.
Right.
Are you serious?
Right.
Really? Are you serious?
You said what I could not say so succinctly because I'm upset. Okay. Like,
I'm upset too.
We are everybody's upset.
I start
Everybody's
to
upset.
like not make sense when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now. So thank you so much for doing that.
I got you.
Like,
I think All right.
It's time,
It's
right?
time to move on.
It's time. All
It's
right.
time to mellow a little bit,
Just a little.
That
just a
was a
little
great
bit.
segue. That was a great
And New
segue.
Yeah.
Jersey, legal weed in full swing, but still
Okay.
no rules for detecting if workers are high on the job. Let's see.
I'm
6
not even
weeks
gonna say
after
nothing. I can't.
6 weeks after New Jersey launched a highly profitable recreational marijuana program, and 15 months after the law allowing it to take effect, the state agency charged with regulating the new industry still has not come up with basic standards for detecting weed in the workplace.
Mm.
The lack of progress in a certification protocol on what to do with workers who test positive or appear to be under the influence of cannabis has frustrated state lawmakers and corporate executives and left employees in the dark. Senator Anthony Bucco of Morris said, quote, now that cannabis is being sold legally in New Jersey, it's much more likely that employees will show up to work impaired or with traces of the drug in their system. That could be extremely dangerous at a construction site, in a hospital, or in the airline industry where any level of impairment could result in serious accidents. Under the legal weed law, employers can still conduct random and pre-employment drug tests for weed use and still ban marijuana use at work. They cannot hire, discipline, or refuse to hire someone just because the drug test outcome is positive for cannabis. Unlike breath and blood tests for alcohol consumption, there is no widely accepted and proven test to detect real-time cannabis intoxication. Existing tests can tell that a person has used cannabis within days or weeks, but not if they are currently impaired. To account for that, employers who are trying to maintain a drug-free workplace are required to utilize drug recognition experts who are trained to identify the signs of cannabis impairment among workers, but there are no rules regarding these experts yet. So, what do you guys think about this? This is very interesting.
Let me begin by saying that, okay, I'm not going to call it a drug. Okay. This substance stays in your body, even if you hit it once for up to 30 days.
Mhm.
It bonds to your fat cells. That's why there's no way to test active intoxication, so to speak. But let me just tell y'all right now, they were already smoking and they're not gonna stop.
That's what I was thinking
Okay,
too, to be
sweetie.
honest.
Sweetie, honey, sweetie, y'all saying it's okay and making it legal just takes away the problematic aspect of, you know, cannabis being around. It's not going to change the actual culture of it.
Yeah,
Decriminalizing
this
it
is
was the best thing you could do, but don't mind people's business more than that, because you're about to complicate the whole thing again.
this is basically like, smoking a cigarette, this is now normalized, and it shouldn't
is.
be like reprimanded if someone is a marijuana user, so I
Mhm.
think that we should accept it now that we are legalizing it, now that New Jersey is legalizing it. Now we should accept it as a norm. It shouldn't be stigmatized. I think I said it wrong.
You
Stigmatized.
did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Stigmatized. Oh my god. So yeah, like it should be accepted, like alcohol, like nicotine. It should be accepted.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I honestly really found this story really interesting because I want to see what you guys think. And people are going to do it anyway. It is what it is.
They're gonna do it, and y'all trying to put millions of dollars behind trying to figure out if someone's actively high. Are you on it? Because how are you? How are you? Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, let's be real with ourselves and each other. Okay, like what you need to do is get all those people out of jail that y'all locked up in there for a single roach in the 80s. Okay. And once you deal with that, then we could talk about the rest. And I think it's probably a good time to take a little break because I'm just flustered.
Break time.
We'll be right back.
Break time.
Hey there, Montclair students.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we needed a little commercial cleanse from that last story.
But funny, we're not advertised.
Wait.
Commercial.
You know what?
Lara, comedy genius.
She is just so, oh my God. She is just so, oh my God.
I'm the quirk god.
Yeah, I'm sorry. LOL quirk God. No, don't forget the LOL.
Yeah.
Your full name,
Is
first,
LOL.
middle, and last is LOL quirk
Quirk
God.
God.
For context, our Morning Buzz producer Isaiah Ramirez put in our script lol quirk god.
He clearly knows us and
Yes.
Lara. Even
Yes.
better.
I'm the quirkiest of quirks.
And that's on periods. So
Period
anyway,
queen.
so our next story, quote, cancel it all or do nothing. Okay. Readers react to the chance of $10,000 in student loan forgiveness. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all hear my okay.
Please.
Okay. Tens of millions of Americans are waiting anxiously for word from the Biden administration on what it plans to do on broad-based student loan forgiveness. We're all waiting. Most recently, the White House was reported to be leaning towards a cancellation plan of $10,000 per borrower for those who earn under $150,000. Yet, President Joe Biden is under intense pressure to do more. The Senate's top Democrat, Chuck Schumer of New York, along with Senator Elizabeth Warren, have been pushing him to forgive at least $50,000 for all, which, by the way, for a lot of people is not even half.
No way.
If you think about it, a lot of people like 100 and up. I know friends that are nearly $200,000 in debt after going to a designer university. And I mean, it's crushing.
Yeah.
$50,000. I mean, it's going to take care of some of it. I mean,
Not all of
$10,000
it.
is kind of a slap in the face. 50 is more helpful for those that actually need the forgiveness.
In this article, I didn't put this in, but there was a law student who has $125,000 in loans because she went to law school. She's a lawyer. She's an attorney. And that's a lot of money. $10,000 isn't even hit. It's not even a dent. It's like it's a hit.
A lot of people are under the impression that lawyers make big bank out the gate. No, babe, you're going to start with 40 if
Mhm.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to work your way up.
Yep.
But
yeah,
in
my
any
mom's
case-
a lawyer, and it's the same thing. You know, she has a big student loan debt.
Just a canopy of debt. I mean,
yes.
I
and then she
can't-
had children, and then like things got complicated. Yeah.
Come on, Biden administration. You hear us over here. Wisdom Cole, national director of the association's youth and college division, recently said on Twitter that nixing just $10,000 would be a slap in the face.
That's
Did
what
I
you
not
just
just say
said.
that?
You absolutely
No,
did.
but hold on. So at the same time, the idea of student debt forgiveness infuriates many Americans, including those who never borrowed for their education or went to college. That is so petty and ridiculous. Okay, you got off and you want to, anyway.
And you're complaining?
Anyways,
Yeah,
a 40,
what's happening?
see, but only people that don't have debt would never understand that. Like
Yeah.
I don't, but I'm about to go to grad school and there's no help for that. So I'm pre-freaking out because it's like, how do I even go into it knowing that I may not get out? But in any case, a 42-year-old teacher from Minnesota said, quote, "I'm absolutely crushed at the thought of only $10,000 being forgiven. I've been a K-12 educator in Minnesota for 19 years, and I have about $50,000 left to pay off. Oh my God. I'm so tired of America being one of the only places in the world where education isn't free. If I could get all of my federal loans canceled, I could save money to retire and wouldn't need to work 3 jobs. Cancel it all or do nothing." And by the way, by do nothing, we mean stop talking about it because you keep ripping the Band-Aid off. Just orient us with the answer. That's final.
The
Okay.
Band-Aid is like,
Because y'all,
the Band-Aid's kind of on and they keep like lifting the little tab and they just keep.
And pulling off the little hairs. Come on.
Yes,
that
but
sucks.
worse than that, you want to pop a stitch open every time you lift the Band-Aid. It's
That's
not
what it
just
sounds
that.
like.
Because how long have we been talking about this? And here's the thing. It's going on longer than I even know, because I remember in middle school hearing about this. Okay. Some of like my friends' older siblings kind of going through this. But we're talking about a 42-year-old teacher from Minnesota that's been working for 19 years and she still has 50,000. Because by the way, that interest,
yeah,
the longer you take, babes, we need to fix this.
Yeah.
Biden administration, Okay, let's give you the laundry list. School shooting. Okay, regulate guns.
Yes.
Okay, and by the way, we didn't forget about defunding the police. Okay, but we're just talking about other things today. Fix the recreational marijuana situation. Get these people out of jail. These nonviolent offenders, and the student debt situation.
Oh, don't forget health insurance. Don't forget health insurance. But just to put it in perspective, according to educationdata.org, in 1970, say you graduate from college, right? Your debt of graduation per student would be $1,000. That's it. And that's for 1970.
You know
I get it.
what?
But
No, but still, no, because here's the thing. And here's the other problem that I've just been haunted by this word because I'm hearing it everywhere now. Inflation. Yeah, we got to take that into account, babes. Like, it's just the cost of being alive these days that's also compounding the whole thing.
Surviving is getting harder.
Yes.
And by the way, I hate to say this, but because of this, and because of how, how the education system is set up right now, it's almost devaluing degrees across the board.
Exactly.
That's the thing that's killing me. As a person that believes in education, apprenticeship, the love of learning, this is really getting in the way, y'all. This is really interrupting what, the spirit of what learning is, because how can you even focus in class knowing that it's like, how you can't. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just because I remember, throughout my years of education, especially middle school, high school, oh, you're not going to get a job without a degree. You're not going to pay off this degree without a job. But the thing, can I even live?
I can't eat. So
can I have a roof over my head? I'm thankful I live with my parents, but it's still like you think about the future and you wonder if it's ever going to get better, and it never feels like it's going to get better. It just feels like it's going to get worse. Like I've been saying this, and this opinion is my own, does not reflect the station, but I think we will see the downfall of capitalism in our lifetime.
Honestly, I'm so ready for it because listen, I understand that I'm not going to make it political, but people want to argue about what works and what doesn't. But the fact of the matter is there's no humanity left in the United States. I'm sorry.
No.
As an immigrant, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. This is not the place that my parents were talking about American dream, this, that. It just isn't that anymore. And it hasn't been for a long time, but it's coming to a head in a way where all of these issues are, you reminded me of healthcare. I'm like, oh yeah, there's so many things.
There's so many
converging issues.
Yes.
And none of them are emergent. These are all old, stale problems that we've been having that we've allowed to fester.
Exactly.
The infection is boiling at this point.
The American dream died a long time ago, and now it's in East Rutherford. So you know what? Sorry.
Yeah, how sadly metaphorical is it for us to watch Xanadu die, American dream be born, and then them open the gates just before the pandemic happened, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's bad. And I just want to add right before we go to the next story, you wrote Minnesota, Minnisoda, like a mini soda, like Coca-Cola mini sodas.
And I really like that.
Lara can't
I love
spell.
it, but like, yeah.
I think
what'd you say one day? I can't word. I can't words right now.
I really don't know how I passed Italian 1 and 2, by the way. But
I also am an Italian speaker. Oh my gosh, high five.
But I really can't English well.
That's okay. Maybe you are just meant to be Italian. Maybe just Lara Ziccardi. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Hey, it's me.
Maybe you just need to.
Maybe I just need to move to Italy. It's much better over there.
Actually, I'm planning to go back and I might be doing one of these morning buzzes from there because I miss it. And my aunt lives there, so I try to go every so often. Yeah,
that's good.
Perfect.
But we have more news, right?
We sincerely
yes, we do.
Because
Rutherford kicks off Pride Month with Borough's first LGBTQ plus festival. With Pride Month in full swing in New Jersey, Rutherford celebrated Saturday with its first ever LGBTQ plus festival featuring live entertainment, food trucks, a beer garden, and kids activities. Oh my God, that sounds awesome. The Pride Fest, hosted by Rutherford Pride Alliance, was held in Rutherford's Lincoln Park and included live entertainment hosted by Harmonica Sunbeam and Honey Mary, as well as musical performances by Daniel Shevlin from Wellstrom. Rutherford Pride Alliance chairperson Rob Lyons said increasing visibility of the LGBTQ plus community is more important now than ever, especially for our youth. Lyons said in a statement Friday, quote, "Growing up, I wish I had the opportunity to see local events that provided me with a safe support system. We are so honored to be able to do just that." Rutherford Pride Alliance was founded in 2018 by a small group of residents to introduce LGBTQ plus community members to one another, as well as to benefit all members of the community, whether LGBTQ plus identifying or not. The group organized the first raising of the Rainbow Pride flag at Rutherford's Borough Hall in June 2019 and has since grown to several hundred members. This is just a wholesome, good news story. I love this is happening, and yeah, this happy Pride Month to everybody. I think this is our first Pride Month in Monday Buzz. Like, we started
Yeah.
in May, right? And then
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
happy
by the
Pride Month.
way, Montclair's pride flag did go up as well
Yay.
the other day. Yeah. So I believe it was this past weekend. I was trying to look to see exactly when, but yeah, it's on Bloomfield Ave, I want to say. So, we're all doing our part to make sure that our brothers and sisters and unidentified,
Our siblings.
and our siblings. Thank you so much.
I got you.
Thank you for taking me away from the yeah. See, this is exactly
can't
why we
forget-
need this. It's our siblings. We got to keep it, inclusive.
We can't forget the non-binary.
Can't forget the
babies.
non-binaries, which is crazy because there's finally a word for how I felt my whole life, which is kind of nice. I think I'm also still catching up
Mhm.
with how well represented we're becoming,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's great. I mean, from growing up to now, I can say it's been a complete 180. I mean, sincerely, I love the direction we're going in. And I'm so excited that we're making sure that people know that they are loved
Mhm.
and we're living in more accepting times because we need
Yeah.
evidence. You can't just, you can't just say it. You gotta act like it. And people don't understand the power of a gesture like that. I think we
Yes.
underestimate the power of a gesture, that's simple because at the end of the day, it's just putting a flag in the air. But that's a big deal for
It-
people that
yeah.
have been marginalized,
Yeah.
in
I'm
history.
very
Yeah, and
thankful.
even like killed, and horrible things have happened to this community, and it's about time that we support this minority group that is so important to our culture, and including here in Puerto Rico. We recently had a LGBTQ plus parade in San Juan, the capital. So
that's lit.
it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere, and God bless everybody, and happy Pride Month to everybody.
Yes, period. And
Yeah.
before I go into the next story, just forever rest in peace to Marsha P. Johnson, which is one of the pioneers of the LGBT community. All right. Next story, baby. Alleged avocado thief. First of all, everyone has at least thought about stealing avocados once in their life because they're like $8. Listen, they're like
I don't know about
$8.
that.
Listen, not to say that I have, but everyone's thought about it. I feel like, listen, growing up, my grandmother had
We
an
do not
avocado bush.
condone robbing anything.
No, we do
like,
not. But I'm
please.
saying, no, never.
PSA.
PSA, yeah.
we
Don't steal
condone
avocados.
robberies,
You're gonna end up on a
especially
morning buzz
avocado
story.
thief. Yeah.
Period. Alleged avocado thief arrested for grand theft of fruit in Goleta. A suspected avocado thief was charged with grand theft of fruit, among other charges, after he was caught with stolen avocados from a ranch in Goleta. According to the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office, an officer found the suspect 44. No, that is way too old to be stealing avocados. Stop playing. Stop playing. 44-year-old Tim Rounds of Lampock walking near his car, which was stopped on the shoulder of the road. Rounds was wearing a headlamp on his forehead and holding a bucket of avocados. During a search of the car, deputies discovered the trunk was full of them. The ranch's owner was contacted and informed authorities Rounds didn't have permission to harvest their avocados. Additionally, authorities recovered a methamphetamine pipe and bag of methamphetamine. Rounds was arrested for grand theft of fruit, which is a felony, by the way, possession of a controlled substance, which is a misdemeanor, which is kind of insane to think about. That is weird. And possession of drug paraphernalia, which is also a misdemeanor, but the fruit is a felony. Goodbye. Anyway, see, these countries' policies, let me tell you. He was booked at the main jail and released without bail. The stolen avocados have since been returned.
That's the
No,
funniest
no. I
part.
love the sentence where he's like holding a bucket of
Oh
avocados. Not
my
only
God.
one, like, he didn't go subtle, be like, oh, I'm gonna get one and maybe
He
get
didn't
the
like
other one.
fold his shirt over and like
No,
fill the avocados.
no, he
took-
had a bucket
no, but
of
what killed me
avocados.
was, listen, I'm like, because you're trying to figure out what grand theft of fruit is, but then you realize it's not the bucket, it's the trunk that's full to the brim with avocados. Anyway, this next story I sent
Oh
to my
my
very best friend this morning
God.
because I saw this amazing TikTok of this story. So Victor, take it away.
Still
Oh
recovering from
yeah,
To keep in the vegetable family.
I'm still recovering.
yeah. From
I'm actually crying at this so much.
From avocados to chili peppers, mom
Period.
accidentally buys tickets to Red Hot Chili Peppers bagpipe tribute band.
But by the way,
PSA.
they're called Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Yes.
Just so y'all know.
Yes.
I'm putting that in bold. Piper's is going in bold.
I'm scared. I'm literally scared.
So another PSA. Here's a reminder that you really want to pay close attention to what you are purchasing. Here on the bus back in the spring, I remember this story. I think we read it in the Thursday bus.
We did.
We shared a story about a fan who was upset after mistakenly purchasing tickets to see the Red Not Chili Peppers, a Chili Peppers tribute band. See what they did there? Not Red Hot, Red
can't.
Not.
I can't.
And now there's also a second instance of a mistaken Red Hot Chili Peppers ticket purchase, but with a different act providing something decidedly different. This latest instance comes from a mother and a daughter who ended up seeing a bagpipe outfit instead of Anthony, Flea, John, and Chad from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. As shared in a viral TikTok video seen below, mother and daughter ended up catching Red Hot Chili Pipers, a group touted as the most famous bagpipe band on the planet. The Pipers website proclaims in the group to be bagpipes with attitude, drums with a Scottish accent, and a show so hot it carries its own health warning as the group dropped their bag rock. Bag rock. I gotta wait. Bag rock anthems for audiences. No, I had to take a step back. I was like, bag rock, like
Actually,
you can do
same.
rock with bagpipes. Like this is insane. This is crazy.
And I mean, I hope y'all know I'm gonna have to go see them for myself. Like,
No, we have to. Yeah.
They should
You
come
know?
to the Wellmont, TBH.
I would love that.
I think the Red
Please.
Hot Chili Pipers.
I don't know if I would go out of my way to see them, but I think that's like a great idea. Like if they came like to town,
I would.
I would totally go. We're gonna have to keep an
Yes.
eye out. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna skyrocket in popularity because of the TikTok. Because who knows? So we might get a few more dates in.
Like, I'll
We
be
gotta
honest.
get that bad rock anthems,
I agree.
Period.
Like, I'll be honest. They're new, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like they're like the actual band. The new album didn't really hit for me personally,
Mm.
but maybe like we can go see the Red
Lukewarm Chili Peppers.
lukewarm. Did you say lukewarm? That
I
just
mean, if
hit.
it was not good, then I mean, if it was not hitting,
Let's look in North America. Wait, they're coming to Newton, New Jersey, in September.
but
That's
I gotta
kinda
go
far.
to Newton. Yeah, I'm like,
Where is Newton?
it is northwest from us, as far as I know.
Wait, oh,
Like-
it's in Sussex County.
Yeah, exactly, out that way,
Oh, that's kind of far.
kind of by like,
It's by Andover, Lafayette, Hamilton,
Yep.
Sparta.
Lake Opakon. That's how I know. I was in Lafayette
Lake
yesterday.
Opakon.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I go to see my beautiful animals. Every so often, I got to see a bunch of animals for my mental health. So yesterday,
get
Oh,
to pet
that's
them?
that's great.
yeah,
That's
of
great.
course.
what's it called?
I had a cow licking my hands. Oh, I literally drive around. Like
Oh,
I
I
know
love-
where. Yeah, there's a lot of farms up there, so I just go.
So you just pet. Wait, you just
Yeah.
pet the cows.
Yeah, I was feeding The cows, I like feeding them what's right outside the fence because they eat everything up to the fence, right? And then they can't reach the leaves that they like and the flowers they like to eat.
So you
So I
just
go around and horses, goats. There are 4 goats that I've known since they were babies called the golden goats. And yes, they are named after the Golden Girls.
oh
Yes,
And
I love
I
that.
pulled up yesterday and they come straight to me. And the lady was like, "Oh, they really like you." Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I've known them since they were babies." And she was like really giving me the side eye after that because they didn't want to talk to her and they were all over me. But anyway,
shade.
shade. Anyway, so okay, let's get to the next story because I'm still getting used to an hour buzz.
I know, me too.
It's hard for me.
For those of you who don't know, our show during the fall and the spring semesters are 2 hours,
Yeah.
and summer is 1.
Yeah. So there's plenty of time to talk about goats that are not in the script. But
I
anyway,
know.
The
so
golden goats.
the
The
golden
golden
goats, more importantly. I got you guys on some pics.
Yes, please.
I'll post them to the Olive Only Show Instagram. I'll
Oh,
put them in my
beautiful.
story today. Because that's important.
It's
Employees
important.
at Sonic Drive-In call police to report python in kitchen. Listen, if this is
No,
if this is
whoa.
not in Florida, if this is not in Florida, but it's not.
Oh, you're close.
A stray python, okay, slithered into a Sonic Drive-In last month, sending employees running from the restaurant. Workers at a Sonic location in Brunswick, Georgia, found the python snuggled up behind the fryer on the evening of May 20th. Not snuggled up behind fryer.
They were spooning.
Definitely themselves. I guess snakes do just spoon themselves continuously.
Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Oh, that's so cute.
Anyways,
Noodle boys.
Noodle boy, danger noodles. Oh, Lieutenant Matthew Wilson of the Brunswick Police responded to find the employees. Excuse me. Let me start that again. Lieutenant Matthew Wilson of the Brunswick Police responded to find the employees had all exited the business upon finding the snake, which they initially described as brown with a diamond pattern on its skin. Lieutenant Wilson, believing the snake could have been a rattler, requested permission to take a look. Fortunately, he was able to confirm the snake was non-venomous. He then scooped it up with his bare hands and a broom handle and placed it in a bag. The python was transported to a temporary home in a terrarium, as there are no local trappers or resources in Brunswick that would be able to take the snake. He says it's unclear where the python came from, though it's possible the snake slithered away from or was released by a resident who was keeping it as a pet. Weeks later, no one has reported the loss of a snake to Brunswick police. Yeah, because they don't want to spend a night in jail or animal control services. The python, meanwhile, has been handed over to local snake owner who has experience with this species. Imagine anybody got a snake around here that could take this big boy off our hands, and being that guy that's got to come through. Anyway.
Yeah, I gotta say that it's very interesting. Like you know if a snake is venomous because of the pattern, and like diamond. When I heard diamond, I was like, oh, they're okay. It's just there hanging out.
Yep.
It won't do
Victor goes
anything.
to
They're just gonna
snakes.
choke you out.
They
if
have
you
to
get
do. They have to have like a what do you call it? I don't know
Is
how to
it
call it.
bands?
Like it has to be like a line. Like it has to be like rows of like of a pattern.
I'm gonna
I don't
look
know
up
if
Right,
I'm-
right, yeah, that's what I meant.
exactly. So it has to
But
be
I
like a
like
row of. So if this is a diamond like pattern, like you're okay. It won't do anything. It looks scary though, but it won't do anything.
Yeah. They have more, so venomous snakes have more of a triangular shaped head. So that's when you know.
Oh yeah, that's
snap.
so.
So those are danger noodles.
Those are danger noodles.
But, like-
Danger noodles.
R.I.P. to my snake. I had a ball python, and I mean, seriously, like, I loved him so much. I loved him so much. I rescued him from like a 15-year-old girl that like just didn't want him anymore. And I was like, okay. And he was already sick when I got him, but I didn't know. So, I had him for like 2 years, but that was really my baby. His name was Foley, and he was very, very sweet. And he actually has a movie credit. I have a snake handling credit in a movie.
I
Whoa.
absolutely love that. That's amazing.
I got stories. Let me
Wait,
tell
is
you.
it
You really-
Foley like Mike Foley from the
Like Mike,
station?
like no, well, Foley like in like movie Foley, yes, but not
Oh,
the Mike
okay.
Foley.
The Mike
And this
Foley.
was years ago,
The-
right?
Shout
the
out to
Mike
Mike Foley.
The Mike Foley is our engineering director here at the
Right.
station. So
yeah,
that's
this
the
was
Mike
years
Foley.
ago, but and as a matter of fact, I am like a film minor, so it was having to do with movies. but I know the
Oh,
name because I had a friend Foley. Like it was an acquaint, like a friend of a friend
I love
Foley.
that.
And when I looked at that snake, I said, "Boy, your name is Foley. Like your name is that." Like he told me what his name was.
I love that. You just kind of looked at him and went, yes.
Yeah.
I just want to look up like Noodle Boy. I love snakes. They're cute.
You know, there's snakes that have like a stub nose, like a snub
What?
nose that like it's
Oh.
not long, so they got like that like smushed pug face,
Yeah, I
but
know
it's a
what you're talking about.
snake. Like
They're
it's just
so
so
cute.
bizarre.
I was on a hike a few weeks ago with my friends, and one of my friends is really scared of snakes. So it was my friend in front of me. I was in the middle, and she was behind. And so we just hear her scream, and then we all look back, and it was like this little snake just slithered away. So she screamed, caused the snake to move, but then caused all two of us to scream.
So when the snake is little, should we just call it a ziti?
a ziti?
A ziti? Oh, a
Our little
dinky.
rigatoni?
Oh, stop. That's so cute. You got to name a snake Rigatoni so that you can nickname it Tony. Tony
my
the snake? Are you
gosh.
kidding me?
Rigatoni.
Nah, you're canceled.
Mom, if I bring a snake home,
Will you let me keep it?
can I keep my
Can you stay?
my mom told me something really funny a few days ago. She said, "I'm surprised you haven't brought home another dog or cat." And
Just
I went,
invite me for dinner.
and I went,
Rare.
and I said to her, what would you do if I brought one home? And she said, "Keep it."
See, she wants you to bring it
So
home.
every time I go out, I go, "Sorry, Mom, I couldn't bring home a cat or anything. I didn't
Wow.
find a cat to bring home."
I have 3 cats, okay?
Oh,
And the
love.
last 2, I found them both on the street at different years.
Oh,
Like,
baby.
yeah, Cavalier is my oldest cat. She's a baby girl. She has one eye.
I love
Then I
that.
have a 20-pound big fat boy. His name's Music.
Music.
His nickname's Music. His name is Muse.
I love
And then my youngest cat is Princess Jeffrey. She's named after Young Thug. Yo, free YSL, free Young Thug. Yeah, Princess Jeffrey. His
I
name's
love-
Jeffrey Williams. So yeah, I named her that.
I love that. I want to get a cat and I want to name him Beluga.
If okay, let me help you with
Okay.
that.
I-
So we actually lost Victor. So
Oh no.
yeah, I was actually waiting for like the right time to tell you, but I was wondering if you wanted to read us our closing
my
story
gosh,
because it's kind
absolutely.
of the best thing ever.
I feel so bad Victor's not here to hear this
And
one.
no, because he was gonna, you know what? He probably wouldn't have even got through the story because it's hilarious. So
I'm gonna really keep it together.
it's
for this one.
hilarious.
I'm gonna keep it together. So Burger King is selling Pride Whoppers. So you must think, oh, is it rainbow or something?
No.
Nope. It's with 2 bottom or top buns.
But wait, just let her get through the story, okay, people? Just let her get
Please,
through the story.
PSA, please stay with me here. You got it. Burger King Austria is celebrating the start of Pride Month with a new bun option for its Whoppers. More specifically, customers can choose their burger to have 2 top or 2 bottom buns instead of one of each. If you thought this was a reference to tops and bottoms in relationships, you're not alone. That's what I thought. The way my phone buzzed and I just jumped out of my skin. Anyway, but their Instagram says the Pride Burger has, quote, 2 equal buns for equal love and equal rights. We set an example for the equality of all identities and sexual orientations. A little twist meant to put a smile on your faces and remind us to treat each other with respect and peace. No matter who you are and who you love, time to be proud. This isn't the first time Burger King has rolled out a seasonal offer during Pride Month. Burger King Mexico changed its logo to Burger Queer in 2020 and in 2014. The fast food chain sold Whoppers in San Francisco wrapped in rainbow paper that read, "We are all the same on the inside." The Whopper is available only in Austria until June 20th. However, if you can't order a Whopper, would you pick top or bottom?
Okay, my answer is 2 tops because I like the sesame seeds.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't like the sesame seeds are kind of mid to me, but I like bread. I really like bread.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like with the top, you get more bread.
So that obviously, yo, shout out to everyone that got sourdough starters and actually was baking bread during the lockdown. You are a type of together that I will never be. And I just want to say that I appreciate you.
As someone who tried to make their own sourdough starter,
Uh,
did not go well. Honestly,
What?
okay, I kind of forgot about it.
Uh,
So
Hey, yo.
Wait. So wait, you started the starter, then you forgot about it.
yeah,
So did that just turn into like a science experiment?
kind of, yeah. It looked a little
Oh,
gross.
snap. And then it's like kind of hard to even try to use it, I'm sure, after that.
It didn't look too good.
Some people have had starters in their family for like 30 years. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah. There's like starter dough that people pass down in their family. Like
So I could have
they-
used it?
like I don't know. That's what I mean. I'm like, I don't know what they do to keep it like alive, because it is a living thing.
That's true.
That's why it's so hard to start, because it's literally like a microbiome of stuff. But there are people, like I've heard, and I want to say that I've seen it, but the thing is I can't recall exactly. I don't remember if it was a
Oh.
show. I don't remember if it was somebody I know
It happens.
at the moment. So I don't want to misspeak, but I know that it's a fact that sourdough is so hard to start, and some people have recipes that are so beloved that they put it in their wills. And
Oh,
like they're literally
do you know what I thought you were talking about?
Mm.
I thought you were talking about the same sourdough starter.
Yes. No, I am.
Wait, like the same sourdough starter, and they just keep passing it off.
Yes, because when you add stuff to it, it keeps growing, but
Oh
the
my
original culture is in
gosh.
there. Like if you don't use it all, you use some of it. You get what I'm saying? Like you
I
have a
think-
pot of it and then you just use what you need.
I think I've been breading wrong.
You know what? It's only Monday, babes.
I know.
We
I
can
try again.
Yeah, we can try again.
Yay!
Yeah,
I can make 2 top buns for my burger.
She can make 2 top buns for her burger. This has been a great episode of Morning Buzz.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, we lost Victor. Victor, we love you if you can hear us.
Victor's here in spirit, and we love you.
He is, but I just want to wish you all a wonderful
Oh, wait.
week.
He's back.
He's back?
Wait, is he back?
Oh, okay, he's right.
He's back.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh,
Hey, boo.
Victor.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. The lights went out here, so the
Oh,
internet was kind of like,
no.
yeah.
Okay,
that's
well-
very common in Puerto Rico. So I'm sorry if that happens often.
Don't be sorry.
Don't-
We're gonna hold you down. We're
We're
gonna
happy
hold you
you're
down.
here.
boo. So, Victor, we were just closing out. Why don't you close out for us today? Leave us with a little word. You always have a good vibe to leave us with. So
of
why don't we do
course.
that? You log back right in time for that.
Oh, perfect. Though this is 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This was Lara Ziccardi. This was Olive and me,
Period.
Victor Muñiz Rosa. So nos vemos, mi gente.
Nos vemos, mi
Nos
gente.
vemos.
Pasa una semana bien. Listen, just take care.
Una
of
excelente
yourselves.
semana.
Okay,
Yes.
exactamente. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. See
Hey,
ya.
you're listening to 90.3 FM.
That was great. See ya.